So I'm here to tell you the importance of business communication with the case study. Now the case study, for this case study, what I do is from your batch, I select two candidates or two students, one boy and one girl. And what I tell them that they have to select three more candidates or students with whom they are having good friendship, very close friendship you can say. So they select their best friends. Now there are two teams, four members each. Twist is I exchanged the leaders. Initially, those two students that were invited to be there on the dias, I exchanged them. By this, I make sure that the team is having different people and they are not close friends. The reason behind it, in any organization, any company, when you are going to work, the team members are not going to be your friends. You have to talk with them, you have to work with them, you have to make yourself comfortable with them, and you have to, in a team, perform best. And in order to perform best, you need to communicate with the person you are not comfortable initially. So you must know how to do the things possible. And that's why I exchanged the two students initially, those who were called. After that, I give each team one piece of paper, newspaper, and I make them to make a castle or maybe a Burj Khalifa replica. They are given only the piece of paper, maybe 10 pages of paper, and the same quality paper. It may be Times or it may be Lokmat or it may be Lok Satta, the same quality material. Both of them get, both the teams get, and they are given 10 to 15 minutes of time, and they have to make a castle or maybe a Burj Khalifa. And within 10 to 15 minutes, that team of four people, they should make one castle or maybe a Burj Khalifa, and they are just based on 2 points: the height of their castle or the Burj Khalifa, and how strong that Burj Khalifa or the castle is. And the team who could make strong Burj Khalifa replica or maybe castle replica and a tall replica, they become the winner. So in this process, what happens is that as soon as this task is given and the material, that is piece of paper, newspaper, is given to them, they jump to work because they know that they have hardly 10 to 15 minutes. And in that process, they forget one very pivotal, very important task, that is to plan, delegate, discuss. Any emergency comes, what to do and what not to do. And ultimately, they don't discuss, they don't delegate the job, and that's why utter chaos takes place. They don't know what to do. They make mistakes, and by the time they correct their mistakes, by the time they start talking to each other, time is gone. So at the end of the case study, there is one group, observer group, all the people from the batch, they simply observe and they are asked the feedback that what went wrong. If any team becomes very successful, again the team members, those who became successful, they are asked what is the secret of their success, how come they could make a strong and tall Burj Khalifa. And if they fail, again that team members and the observer, they are asked why that particular team failed. By this, after the discussion, the moral of the story would be there has to be discussion, there has to be communication, there has to be plan, there has to be decision making, there has to be delegation of job, there has to be morale, there has to be motivation. Ultimately, these all things are nothing but the lifeblood of any organization, that is business communication, which is very much important. I hope in the same case study you will execute in your class and you will perform better by listening to this. Good luck.